This is the table that I showed you. I was repairing some parts on it the other day. I sanded it, and let me just show you quick the 3 sanding methods that I used. I used the electric power sander for all the flat spots that I could hit, and then I used these sanding sponges for rounded parts, and for really tight spots I used some of this 3M scrubby things. So got it sanded down pretty good. I'm gonna shoot some primer on it, bullseye primer, and then a few coats of white. So okay, now we're shooting paint, and I just went over the primer with very fine sandpaper. You don't want to take the primer off, but you just want to knock down any little rough spots on the primer. And I've already shot some of these surfaces here. You want to be about as far as I have my camera from the table, which is about 8 inches. You have to watch the wind. Now I'm reading the wind, and I'm kind of spraying this in between little puffs of wind, because the puffs of wind will just take that spray and move it right off of the piece of work that you're trying to do. But if you wait and time it, then you can get the paint to lay on there pretty good. So I figured 2 coats, maybe 3 on the top. I haven't got to the top yet. I hit all the inside. 2 coats. 2 coats just makes sure that if you missed a spot, or if one of the spots is kind of light and you don't really see it because the lighting is not perfect, or you've got a shadow or something, then you just do it 2 times, and it's insurance. I can actually see right now as I'm shooting this some little spots that it was kind of light, so I'm going to go over those edges. Edges are always a little tricky, and you end up wasting a lot of paint shooting edges, but there's really not much you can do about it. So this is 24 hours later, almost 24. This is the bottom shelf, and I'm trying to get an angle here where you can see. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a semi-gloss finish, and it's pretty even the whole way around. Pretty good. I'm happy. Now, on the rest of it, I just shot this over again. I'm only shooting the 3 outside areas, and I want to get that same even finish on each of these 3 sides, and I got it on that one with 1 more coat 24 hours later. I'm going to try and show you on this top. It's not quite right, and that's why I'm going to shoot it over again. I did a little bit of sanding because I had a run on the other side. I'm not going to disturb this right now to show you, but I had a run that was like right around there. Edges are where you get runs. So it doesn't, I don't think it really shows up for you guys and gals, but this one's not good, but it will be. Here's about the best angle I can get. And maybe it'll show up on the computer monitor better than it is on my camera monitor. But it's like semi-gloss flat, semi-gloss flat, semi-gloss flat. It kind of does that, which I don't like. On this side, it came out pretty near perfect. So I got to shoot 2 more sides and I'll be done. So this is what I have to deal with. You're not going to believe it. I'm painting outside, right? You hear it? Hold it, ready. See that? The doggone street sweeper comes down the street, and the pile of the clouds of dust afterwards. So I just had to grab that piece, run inside. I think I'm okay over here, and I didn't mess it up. Gee whiz. That's why people have paint booths. I've got my heat gun here. I'm trying to finish this off, so I'm going to speed it up a little bit. I got It really looks like a nice semi-gloss finish, except it gets a little glossy towards the bottom there. I think you can see that reflection, and I think, I don't know why that should do that, even if it's a heavier coat of paint, which it might be, but still, it's a satin finish. It's like I called it semi-gloss. It's called a satin finish, and that should dry to be about the same as the rest of the finish. I don't know. This paint's a little funny. Okay, so it's done. Let's see if I can show you guys and gals an angle. But that's still wet. That'll dry a little more satiny. But what I'm trying to show you is it's even reflection of light all the way across the top. So that's good. I have to tell myself to stop. I put about 4 coats. Well, I think the first one I showed you is probably the best one. Anyway, I'm going to call it done. I just got to screw it back together. That's not something has a high skill level, so I'm not going to show you that. Just wanted to show you mostly the painting part. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. And this is no paint booth. This is outside rattle can paintings, so it can come out looking pretty good. So give it a try. See you later. Froggy out. Bye.